Hi, I'm Charity Lieben with Honor Yoga Now. Today I'll be leading you through a common strong practice focused on lessening the natural tendency for restlessness. So grab your props, anything else that you might need to be comfortable in the practice, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's start in a comfortable seated position. I recommend if you have a block available or a blanket, go ahead and slide that underneath your sit bones so that your hips can be just a little bit higher than your knees. And as we come into this opening posture, you can have the shins crossed if that's most comfortable for you, or you can also stack the heels if that feels more comfortable. Take a posture that feels natural and that feels intuitive to your body, that allows your sit bones to be nice and rested against the floor or against your cushion or block, allows your spine to be tall, and allows you to sit comfortably. So we'll come into our seated position and roll the shoulders down the back, close the eyes, bring the chin parallel to the floor, and start with a breath in through your nose. Release the breath out through your mouth. We'll take this breath together again, in through the nose. Release it out through the mouth. And then in through the nose and out through the nose. Begin to settle into a comfortable seat. Your palms can turn up or turn down. Let the neck be relaxed. Allow the spine to lengthen and be tall. Allow your body to settle. Begin to be aware of different sensations in your body. Notice places that may feel achy or sore, places that may feel very relaxed or at ease. Begin to notice any inclination to fidget, to adjust, to move, or the desire to want to move. And just notice that. As you observe that tendency, return back to the breath, feeling the sit bones, lifting the crown of the head tall. As we go into the physical practice today, I'm going to set an intention working with one of the Yoga Sutras or one of the primary teachings on yoga asana or posture practice. And this teaching states that by lessening the natural tendency for restlessness and meditating on the infinite, posture is mastered. By lessening the natural tendency for restlessness and meditating on the infinite, posture is mastered. So begin this practice by allowing yourself to sit in a sense of stillness and calm as much as possible. Take another breath in, but slow, deep, and calm. Exhale through the nose, just as long, just as relaxed. With your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Eyes can stay closed or they can open, but release the index fingers up towards the sky. Reach up and draw the low ribs back. Take another breath in and slide the shoulders down the back. From here, inhale, reach up and over to your left. Notice if you want to turn the head and look up. As long as the neck tolerates that, that's an okay thing to do. But if the neck feels uncomfortable, you can look straight forward and lift your top ear towards your top arm. Ground the right sit bone. Take another breath in, roll the shoulder back. And exhale. Staying here for one more breath in and one more breath out. With your inhale, come back to center. Slide the shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach up and over to the right. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and turn the top shoulder slightly back, almost as if you're turning the chest towards the sky, but relax the back of the neck. Notice the tendency in this variation to create an excess amount of tension. Alleviate some tension from the neck by creating a little bit of extra length through the spine. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And with your inhale, come back to center. Go ahead and separate the hands, palms face each other. Take a breath in, draw the low ribs in and back. With your exhale, turn and twist to your right. Draw your left hip back. Take another inhale to lengthen through the ribs. And exhale, release the hands wherever they naturally fall. Look back behind the right shoulder, but notice the tendency to force the twist from the lumbar spine. Draw the left hip back. Soften the space behind the belly and breathe. Send the breath as low to the body as you can, filling at the lowest available point. Complete your next exhalation, and with your inhale, rise back to center. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Biceps frame the ears. Exhale, turn the chest to the left and pause. Take a breath in. Draw the right hip back, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, release the hands down wherever they naturally and comfortably fall. As the right hip draws back, begin to notice excess tension that may develop through the jaw, or through the sit bones, through the belly space. And instead, soften that tension and direct the breath. Even, calm, steady breathing. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist comes naturally and with ease. And on your next breath in, reach the arms out and up. Come back to center, reach, lift through the chest, and exhale. Walk your hands forward. Go ahead and slide the block or any other props that you have out from underneath you. And we'll flip over into hands and knees. So we're making our way onto all fours into a tabletop posture. Close the knees to the width of the hips. So we're stacking the knee joint directly underneath the hip crease, generally about a fist distance roughly for most people. From here, stack the wrist creases directly underneath your shoulders and spread the fingers wide. Wrist creases parallel to the top of the mat, and plug the big ball mound of the index finger down firmly into the mat to support the wrist. From here, start to press the tops of the feet into the floor so that the low belly lifts and the low back is supported. And then look down at the ground and draw your chin in. Lengthen through the back of the neck and stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Notice how quickly this tendency to want to move, to want to get to the next point comes in. See if you can settle into the posture and notice small details. Notice where your shoulders are in relationship to your ears. Notice where the pressure is coming into the hands. Notice the pattern of breath. As you bring that breath more consistent, that becomes the anchor for the mind to rest on, so that it becomes less restless through the practice. Complete your next exhalation. Press deep into the hands. And with your breath in, roll the shoulders back. Draw the heart forward. Lightly look up towards the ceiling. With your exhale, round the back. Draw the triceps towards each other and look towards the navel. Take this movement slowly. Roll the shoulders back. Feel the heart drawing through the arms. And exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Stretch across the shoulder blades. And again, breath in, shoulders back, heart forward. Breath out, round the back. With your next breath in, Roll the shoulders back, come back to your still tabletop posture. Slide the left foot out behind you, pause here. Slide the right fingertips out in front of you and pause here. If you need a little bit less intensity, you can keep the right hand grounded to the floor. From here, flex the back foot. Keep looking down at the floor, chin in, long neck through the back. And with your inhale, lift the thumb and the heel level to the spine. So the tendency is going to be to arch the back and lift the thumb higher than the ear, the heel higher than the hip, but keep the low belly drawing in. Notice that your left hip is going to want to hike up to the side as well. Drop the left hip, turn the toes towards the floor and try to touch the wall behind you with your heel. Make a little bit more space around your earlobe by drawing the right shoulder back. Take another breath in, and then with your exhale, bring your knee to your chest, point your back toes, round the back, bring the forehead to the knee. Inhale, go right back to where you were. Stretch the fingertips directly forward, gaze down, heel back, straight line. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest, the forehead to the knee. Inhale, lengthen, reach out. And exhale. Last time, breath in. And breath out. This time through, on the inhale, stay in the balancing table. Continue to look down, roll the shoulder back. Even if you notice that you're feeling a little bit of shaking or a little bit of heat building, stay in the structure of the pose. Notice that the mind may start to move into various directions. Anchor it to the pattern of breath. Breath in, breath out. One more inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Release the right hand, the left knee down, sit back against the heels, come through a child's pose, round the back, soften the forehead towards the floor, and exhale, release the breath out. On your next inhale, make your way back to your tabletop posture. Reaffirm the alignments, knees directly underneath the hips, and wrist creases directly underneath the shoulders. Draw the shoulders back from the ears. Press deep into the hands and a little bit into the tops of the feet. From here, slide the right foot out behind you, the left fingertips out in front of you. Pause, lift the low belly in and up to support the spine. And on your inhale, lift the thumb and the heel level to the ear and hip. Keep the right hip drawing down. Look down at the floor and breathe. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Take one more breath in for length. On your exhale, bring your knee into your chest, your forehead to your knee, round the back. Inhale, lengthen, stretch, reach, draw the low belly in and up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, reach straight. Resist that temptation to come through an arched back. And exhale. One more in each direction. Flex the foot on the inhale, touch the back wall with your heel. Exhale, draw it in. With the inhale, come through a still balancing table. Look down towards the floor. Draw the shoulders back from the ears. Draw the low belly in and up and breathe. Notice excess tension. A really good way to break up excess tension is actually to take a little bit of smile into the cheekbones. That will relax the muscles of the face and let you connect more easily to the breath pattern. Take one more breath in. And with your exhale, slowly release. Sit back against the heels. Bow the head. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. To release the wrists a little bit more deeply, press the fingerprints into the floor and lift the palms up. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Make fists into your hands. Good. Slowly make your way back to tabletop posture. Set the wrist creases underneath the shoulders. Begin to tuck the toes. And let's lift up into downward facing dog. Turn the tailbone up towards the sky. Keep the fingers spread wide. Check in that the big knuckle under the index finger is still pressing deeply into the floor. Lift your heels up off the ground and take a little bend into your knees so that your tailbone, your sit bones can turn up a little bit more naturally. From here, notice if your shoulders are rolling inward towards the ears. Press into the top of the mat, but then roll the shoulders a little bit out and away as if you're drawing the triceps towards one another. From here, with the length in the spine, start to let the heels descend towards the floor, but not necessarily to the floor. Take another breath in. Stretch through the spine, look back through the heels, release the neck. One more breath in. With your exhale, slowly and gently walk your feet all the way forward. Bring the feet to the top of the mat, hips distance apart or all the way together. Bow the head. Little bend in the knees. Roll the shoulders. Breath in. And breath out. From here, gently bring the chin into the chest. Bend the knees a little bit deeper. Gaze up at the navel and slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Press through the feet so that your legs support you and reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen and stretch towards the ceiling and exhale, slowly bring the hands together at the heart. Find a steady, non-moving space on the wall in front of you for the eyes gaze to rest. From here, on your inhale, reach the arms up, out and up, nice and slow as you lengthen. With your exhale, reach the chest forward, little bend in the knees, dive forward and down. Settle the hands either onto the floor or onto blocks. On your inhale, draw your chest forward. Keep a small bend in your knees. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Draw the shoulders back from the ears and draw the chin in. Exhale, fold slowly. Soften the ribs down the thighs. Bow the head, relax the jaw. On your inhale, you can either tuck the chin back into the chest and roll up slowly, or gently look forward, bring the arms out and up and come up with a flat back. Whatever feels best to your body. With your exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Find the heels in the mat. With your inhale, arms reach. So we're taking these movements intentionally very slowly. Our pattern of movement, exhale, draw the heart forward, is to move really quickly. Bow the head at the bottom of the inhale. On your inhale, draw the heart forward. Notice the tendency to gasp the breath in and take that movement really quickly. Instead, slow the movement. Exhale, fold gently down. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice and slow. Coordinate to the breath. Exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Changing our pattern from here. On the inhale, reach the arms up. Let the breath guide the body. Exhale, draw the heart forward. Soften the head and neck towards the floor. With your breath in, half lift. Small bend in the knees, draw the sternum forward. Exhale, gently plant your hands or tent your fingers open and step the left foot back in a nice big step to the back of the mat. Check in that your front knee is stacked directly over your front ankle. Release your back knee and untuck your toes. From here, hook the thumbs in front of you and on the inhale, reach the arms up. Slide the right hip back and settle the shoulders down. Relax the jaw. Draw the low belly in and up. We're going to spend another 2 breaths here. Draw the hips forward and down. Let the hip flexor release. 1 more breath in. With your exhale, release the hands to frame the front foot. Curl the back toes under. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, float the back foot up to meet the front. With your inhale, rise up halfway, flatten your back. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back in a nice big step. Land on the ball of the foot and then release the back knee. Untuck the toes. Hook the opposite thumb in front. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, slide the shoulders down the back. Breath in to lengthen. Breath out to settle. 1 more inhale, lengthen, reach through the sternum. And And exhale, release the hands down to frame the front foot. Curl your back toes under. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, step all the way forward. Bring your feet together, toes and ankle bones touch. On your next breath in, lift up halfway, flatten the back, fingertips can come back to the shins. Exhale slowly.